Taylor Swift just edged past Australia's legendary Paul Kelly to take the top spot of the Australian Recording Industry Association, ARIA, albums chart. It's a moment that reads like a small front-page headline, and behind it lies story after story of changing fan wars, streaming revolutions, and generational shifts. Let's dig into why this matters, how we got here, and what we can all learn from what happened. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel as you watch. Taylor Swift has claimed the crown. According to Billboard, she beat Paul Kelly to the ARIA chart crown. Paul Kelly's new release had strong momentum, but Swift's global muscle pushed her past. It's almost like the indie folk hero, Kelly, got a good run, then the global pop megastar rolled in with the fireworks. What exactly are we talking about? The ARIA chart in question is the album's chart. Swift's achievement speaks to her massive fan base, her global streaming presence, and possibly how music consumption is changing in Australia. But also, put yourself in Kelly's shoes for a minute. You drop a new studio album, his 28th, in fact, and you still get overshadowed by a global pop icon. What does that feel like? When we talk about Taylor Swift, we're not just talking about a pop singer. We're talking about a cultural phenomenon. Her albums are events. Her tour announcements trigger global news. Her fandom, the Swifties, are organized, enthusiastic, and willing to stream, buy, and talk about everything she touches. While Paul Kelly is locked in decades of respect in Australia, and rightly so, his audience may be more traditional in how they listen, CDs, downloads, maybe streaming, and more local. Swift's audience is younger, global, online, mobile, streaming. That digital edge gives her a turbo boost. Let's give Paul Kelly his flowers. He's a veteran Australian songwriter whose career spans decades, transcending folk, rock, country, and storytelling. If you grew up in Australia listening to local music, there's a good chance you've heard Kelly's voice, written lyrics, heard his guitar. Taylor Swift beating Paul Kelly on the ARIA chart is a news story. It doesn't diminish Kelly's legacy. Far from it. It's more about a moment in time, a shift in how music markets function. Kelly still made it to the top new release. What's the emotional moment here? Think of it like a relay race. Kelly passing the baton to a new era, or at least sharing the field with a chart-dominating global superstar. Decades, artists like Kelly might dominate Australian charts because global acts had less penetration. Now, with social media, streaming, YouTube, global acts reach Australia almost instantly. Swift's fandom is mobilized. Every new release is an event. In today's landscape, fan mobilization can push albums up the charts fast. Alright, mixtape listeners, this is for you. Whether you're streaming music, making playlists, or creating your own content, there are takeaways here. For fans, you're part of the engine. If you stream, share, engage with social media, your listening habits matter. Swift's charting success is partly powered by fan behavior, yours. For artists and creators, build your fandom early. Engaged, loyal fans matter more than huge one-hit numbers. It symbolizes shifting power, from local to global, from physical to streaming, from niche to viral. Here are some things you can do right now to ride this wave. If you're a fan, add the latest album, Kelly's or Swift's, to your streaming queue and listen actively, not just in the background. Share it. Tweet, write a short post, tag the artist. You're more influential than you realize. Explore the other side. If you love Swift, maybe explore Kelly. If you love local, sample global. The crossover might surprise you. If you applied just one of these tips this week, think. Subscribe to an artist's mailing list, stream a local release fully. You're participating in the music change. And sometimes small actions make big waves. Taylor Swift's win over Paul Kelly on the ARIA chart isn't just a headline, it's a snapshot of change. It shows us how music is more global, more immediate, more digital. Will Paul Kelly return to #1? Will Taylor Swift keep dominating? Will a local artist break through and disrupt the narrative? The next chart week could bring surprises. Which artists did you stream this week? Are you more into global pop icons or local legends? Share this article with a friend who loves music, especially someone who might not know Paul Kelly or Taylor Swift. Let's spark a conversation. Because music isn't just heard, it's shared.